Morning. That's a good start. It's a beautiful Lincolnshire morning and I'm off to my first event. Super excited. A little bit nervous as well. I don't really know why, but I don't know, because I know I've got a lot to learn and don't want to make an idiot of myself too much. Not on the first day, although that's probably when I ironically will make the most mistakes. So I'm headed to an event today called Coil to the Soil, which is quite a small Lincolnshire event, which is in my home county anyway, so I haven't got to travel far. So it's Saturday morning, it is now 8:30. I'm gonna head there now, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to have my first go, and I just want to get going and find something, no matter what it is, even if it's anything. I just want to find something and have a go. Yeah. So let's see how it is. Woo! So, nice uneventful drive to the dig today. But wait, was it uneventful? So let me tell you a little bit about vlogging. I'm quite experienced at vlogging. And one thing that's really important about when you're vlogging is to set a scene for you, the viewer, so that you can watch interesting things and be immersed in the activity, in the story. So we shoot something called B-roll, which is where just kind of lots of nice extra footage to add in that's not just me and that's not just detecting. Now, I was shooting you some lovely B-roll on the way to the site on my camera, on my GoPro, my old faithful GoPro. This GoPro. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Basically, I have this amazing GoPro suction cup thing. All my time vlogging, this has never fallen off while I've been driving. My camera just hit the pavement at 60 miles an hour. So needless to say, that's been an expensive drive for this like 20-mile drive. So just want you to know that I do suffer for my art and suffer to bring you the best in B-roll. So here's some of that lovely B-roll to enjoy. I hope I find some gold now to pay for that camera. It's not just a case of wanting to find something now. I really need to find something valuable. And the irony is, when that fell off, it went flying off into the bushes at the side, and I've had to pull over somewhere safe and go and find it. I needed a metal detector to go and find it. It's taken me like 15 minutes, and I'm lucky I found it, I think. Because that, disappearing into a load of long green Lincolnshire grass, I found this pretty easy, and that's still usable, although would I ever trust it again? Anyway, let's hope we get a find today. My first find needs to be a new, hopefully maybe someone else has lost a GoPro in the field that we're going to today. That's the dream. Have you found this today?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So, what is it? Sorry, I'm brand new to this. So
yeah. It's a Henry III, and the reason I know that is because it's a long cross, but it's a double cross on it, and he's the only one who did it with double crosses on.
Amazing. How long have you been doing this, if you don't mind me asking?
Too long.
Because you know it. This is amazing. Yeah. Well done.
About 15 years, I think, something like that.
Amazing. So, good find. Good find.
You don't find something every time, but
yeah.
9 times out of 10 you'll get something.
Good, amazing. Well, I'm having my first go later. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll bring me some luck.
Persevere.
I will. Yeah.
Persevere. You don't find anything straight away, but just persevere with it.
I haven't had my first detect yet, but I've just met this gentleman. Sorry, what's your name, mate?
Arnie.
Arnie. He's gonna tell me the reality of metal detection. Here we go.
If you look into this box here, now this is what you're likely to find. I've been here for 2 days. I've got a little coin, a farthing, 1945, and a nice bottle. But the rest, as you can see, or a little thimble,
Hey, there's a story to that.
Oh, there you go. But the rest of it, buttons, lead. So you're not going to make a million if you buy a metal detector, I'll tell you now.
But you're having a good time.
Oh, I love it. I'm daft as a brush, me. I love it.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about. It's getting out, isn't it? Seeing people, meeting different people as daft as me.
What's your favourite find? Not necessarily your best, but what's your favourite?
Oh, actually, do you know what? I have a bronze Victorian penny, and I don't know why. It just seems to be one of my favourites.
This is the best.
Out of although I've got quite a few hammers and a few gold and the rest of it like. But the bronze Vicky, just, I don't know, there's something about it.
That's what it's about, isn't it? Finding something you
Yeah.
love. Maybe I'll get one. Well, good luck today, mate. Thank you.
I need it.
Right, so I'm at Coil to the Soil and checking it out, and my first thought is, I can't believe how big it is. Now that sounds stupid, but I really underestimated how much ground you would need. For example, we've just walked through quite a long field, no, 2 long fields, and I thought, okay, this is kind of the space of it. This is the room that people have got. But then we've just kind of come around a corner, and I can see, I don't know where you can see, but you've got like a massive field here. There's a detectorist in, and then through there, on yon horizon, I'll move my head out of the way, sorry, is another one. So I think that's good. That's more chance of finding things. I didn't realise how much ground there is that you can cover, because I was told this is quite a small event, which it is quite an intimate event. But if there's this much stuff at even a small kind of local event, imagine how much there's going to be at the bigger ones. And imagine the possibilities. So already I've met some lovely people, Gail and Arnie, shout out. But yeah, really enjoying it. I haven't had a go yet, just kind of having a look round to get a feel, but really enjoying just being out here. The weather is freaking amazing. Although people are telling me that it's, I didn't even think about this, but obviously because it's quite dry, it's beautiful weather for walking around. But unfortunately, that's not very good weather for digging, because the soil is really hard, really tough. So even when you get a signal, I think you're more disappointed when you get something that's not good, because you've gone through more effort to dig it. But I'm having a really good time. I've been here about 2 hours, and I think I'm going to wander for a bit longer, and then grab a detector and actually have a go and pick up the courage to see. Hey!
We'll start your journey.
Can I ask quickly, like, so
Yes.
what do I do? So I've got it out of the box. I know that batteries go in here.
Yep.
How do I know how tall to have it? Like, is that right for me?
No, that's too long for you. So if you
What,
loosen,
is there like a rule?
there's not a rule. It's just so when you're swinging, obviously, if you've got it down there,
Yeah.
that's going to be too low. You had it full
Like
height. You just bring your arm down a bit more, somewhere about there.
Cool. Yeah.
So, and this one, we'll just lower it just
Oh, I
below.
didn't know you could do that one.
Just below your elbow,
Right.
somewhere there. We'll try that for now.
Oh, actually, I'm a lefty as well, so I'm holding it in the wrong arm. Lefty! We're more creative. Brilliant. So, does it? I know it sounds.
Right. So now your arm's straight. So we'll just lengthen it
Oh, okay.
a bit more. Like fitting a new pair of shoes.
Yeah. Put it together. Put the batteries in. Adjust the height. Now I
Connect
can
your
go.
coil. Yeah.
Plug that in.
Yeah. It's just a screw-in connector.
Cool.
And that's it.
Good. Because I've heard people talking about numbers.
Yeah. It'll come up. It'll come up with the numbers. You've got tone breaks. You've got 0 to 10, which is 1 tone, or minus. You start from, if you're in all metal, which is, you're going to wear all the metals. You've got -9 to 0, which will be a low tone.
Right.
Okay. Then you've got 0 to 10, which will be a slightly higher tone.
Right.
10 to 20, which again will be a higher tone. 20 to 30 again, which will be a higher tone. 30 to 40, which again is going to be a really high pitched tone.
So from the signal, I could have a guess at what actually is there.
You could have a guess.
Yeah, but you're probably right. Yeah.
It works because it works on the conductivity of what the target is.
Okay.
When you've dug a few targets, you could probably guess, right, that's going to be. But if it sounds good, it's going to be best to dig in and not assume it's going to be something.
So, awesome news. I just had my little demo with Paul Cee, who is like a Minelab Detectexpert, as they're called. I'll tell you more about that later. He told me a bit about that. But he's basically just spent 5 minutes going through the Vanquish 340 with me, and now I'm ready to go out on my own. It sounds pretty easy. You literally, I thought you had to have headphones, but you don't even have to have headphones. You're meant to have them on apparently if there's a lot of people around, but there's kind of no one here, and just so we can kind of, so you guys can hear it, I think I'll take, well, I haven't got any headphones, so I'll be going without headphones. First impressions, well, I'm definitely not fluid with it yet. I think it's a lot harder than you think. I think detectorists make it look like the swing to the side. In a minute I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm definitely not covering all the ground. As you can probably see from my technique, but I'm going to keep working on it, keep trying. I haven't done any bleeps yet, so but I'll keep trying.
Have you had a little go with it?
Yes, so I've just been having a little go, but I can already feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Like, I feel like when I'm moving, I don't know how far you come round, I don't know how far to come back, I don't know how slow to do it. It's not feeling natural at the minute.
I'm not going to laugh. Just do that again. Nobody's laughing. He's never used one before, but if you just hold that naturally how he was swinging it. Right, swing it again. And swing it back. Right. What's happening is, at the minute your coil is up there, which already is 6 inches above the ground. So I think if we lengthen this stem a fraction more.
Okay.
So your first time is going to be trial and error as to where you're comfortable with your stem, but what you've got to think about, where you're detecting, if your coil's up there, if your target is 2 inches below the ground,
Right.
you're already 6 inches above it, so you may just be missing some targets. So the lower you can get your coil to the ground, the better. If it's clean ground and you skim just above the surface, that's going to be ideal. It has got a skid plate on the underside which is replaceable.
Yeah,
so
okay.
if you wear that out, it's a tenner or so for a new one.
Right. I think
so
that's
what the idea of the skid plate is.
I think that's what I'm thinking, that I'm like gonna whack it, like, because normally you're not meant to go in with a nice electrical device. You're not meant to be careering into stuff. But this is all right then.
Yeah,
Just
this
go
is
through it.
fine. So you can the stubble now is pretty soft. So with a firm grip, you can bash that out the way. Swing speed.
Right.
Because
I suppose it depends how fast I'm walking. If I'm running, I'm going to need to be swinging fast, but...
yeah, and you're going to be like other people, get from one side of the field to the other side and there's nothing on the field. So
yeah.
Slow and steady.
Yeah, so you can go further if you want, but then obviously if I do that, I'm walking further and I'm going to miss the ground.
You're going to take a step.
Right.
So what you want to be trying to do is swing that way. Right, and that's your swing arc.
Yeah.
Take a step slightly forward so your coil goes more or less as to where it just was.
Yeah.
And then swing.
So it's like I'm painting the floor. I want to cover it all.
But you've just took a step there and missed.
I'm missing it there.
You've missed that. So you took one step and then moved everything forward too far. So take a smaller step.
Or a shorter swing, maybe. Because do people try and, when they do it, do they try and, because I suppose if you're going out here, it's all well and good and you're covering more width, but you're taking more time.
Yeah, what tends to happen if you're swinging that far, your coil, you tend not to swing right round that way, you tend to swing.
Oh yeah.
And that happens. And
it's not really doing anything.
So you're not really detecting anything. The same when you go that way. So try and till you get, we're dancing.
Yeah. So like that, I'll just kind of keep it to maybe there, like
your first
half hour,
just practice your swing. So now we need to have a walk and find a target.
Yeah. Cool. So, Paul's just helped me, as you've just seen. We've just been sorting my swing out, or trying to. It's a lot more difficult than I thought. I think you have to just, you need to be a lot lower than what I thought. You need to not be scared about pushing the coil through. And I suppose now I've got to practice doing it on the, basically learning how to march. I've just been learning how to mark time, now I've got how to quick march. But yeah, we're going to head over to Saxon Church in the distance, and then I think there's almost definitely gold there. So yeah. That's it, isn't it? I think. Dig there?
So no, I would walk away from that.
Okay.
Because it's not repetitive in the same place.
Right.
It's like there and there. That's
Let's try
see
it.
what your first target's going to be.
Let's try it. Let's get in there. Right, it's about here. Alright. So I'm doing my first, I'll put some out shot. So I'm doing first dig. Got this big old knife. Paul's not sure about it. He thinks it's almost certainly not something cool. I'm an optimist, so we're going to go for it. Are we going to trust the guy with 20 years plus experience or the guy on his first day? I wonder who's going to be right. Let's have a go. Just break it off. Oh, there it is. Look at this. There you go.
Come on.
I don't know what that is. Looks like a big screwdriver bit. I'm at the end of day one. I've had a good day. I've done about myself. I've done maybe an hour and a half detecting, and I found this. Ooh. Got the wrong end to show you. Actually, this is better. Nice iron or steel, whatever it is. Nice drill bit. And also, the fun doesn't stop there. Also this. Another lump of iron. So, what have I learned from today? I think big takeaways are that I didn't realise that the range in signals would tell you so much, and that there would be such a range. So that's really a lot more difficult than I thought. I think the technique of the swing is something I definitely haven't got yet. I've got to work on that. And but also how enjoyable it is, the walk. Just had so much fun walking around today. It's been absolutely amazing, and even though I haven't found anything, I think I've been told by everybody that it's been quite a difficult day because this has not been the best field and that it's a bit too dry, but it's been really fun. So I'm coming back tomorrow, going to try again. Now I know what I'm doing. I think I'm going to be using the 440 machine again, which is really exciting. So that's like kind of the next level up from the entry level Vanquish. And yeah, I'm just super excited. Let's see how it goes. Will I be luckier tomorrow? Who knows?
Everybody out in the world, stop messing around.